ever owned, and she gave it to him each time he came into the city to sell the woodenware. He usually came maybe 3-4 times a year. This was the first time he had come in February. He remembered all at once that tomorrow was Valentine's Day. He would have to send his mother a card. He took his heavy green overcoat out of the closet, the one he always wore to the city during the winter months, and carried it over to the bed, dropping it there. He went to the dresser and picked up his small change, which he put into the right-hand pocket of his trousers, and then picked up his wallet, looked into it, and then removed the money he had got yesterday for the woodenware. He counted the money again. It was exactly $122, and then put it back into the wallet and went to the bed again and picked up his coat and put it on, his massive shoulders shrugging into the air as he performed the operation. He buttoned the coat, then walked back to the sink and looked at himself in the mirror again. He looked all right. He didn't want the police to think no bum was walking in there. He wondered where the police station was. He would have to ask the landlady, what was her name, if she was awake. He was hungry, too. He'd have to get him some breakfast before he went to the police. He wondered if he should pack the few things he'd put in the dresser or wait until later. He supposed it would be all right to pack them later. Maybe he ought to mail the money to his mother, though. That represented a lot of work, that $122. A lot of work. And it had to last until maybe April or May, when he'd be coming to the city again. Well, when his brother would be coming, anyway. Yes, he'd pack later. He went out of the room, locking the door behind him, and went down the steps to the first floor. The linoleum on the stair treads was old and worn. He had noticed that when he had taken the room 2 nights ago. But the reason he'd come all the way uptown here for a room was because he knew it'd be a lot cheaper than a hotel. So he wasn't about to start complaining about the worn linoleum. Hell with that. So long as the bed was all right and didn't have anything crawling in it, why, that was good enough for him. He was only paying $4 a night for the room. You couldn't do much better than that unless you wanted to go down to Skid Row. He wasn't about to go sleeping with a bunch of drunken bums. The landlady's apartment was on the ground floor at the end of the hall. The hall smelled nice and clean. She'd been scrubbing it on her hands and knees the day he had taken the room. That was Tuesday. He'd known right off it was going to be a clean place without any bugs in the bed. That was the important thing, the bugs. Don't take no bed with bugs in it, his mother had said. He didn't know how you could tell if a bed had bugs in it until you got into the bed with them. And then it was probably too late to do anything about it. They'd eat you alive. But he figured the smell of that disinfectant in the hallway was a sure sign this lady was clean. She probably used something on the coils of the bed spring, too. That was where the bugs hid. His mother always washed out the bed spring coils back home with a toothbrush and ammonia. He didn't know why ammonia, but he supposed it killed anything that was in there. Sometimes she sprayed them, too, with some kind of bug killer. She was very clean. He wished he knew what time it was because he didn't want to get the landlady out of bed if it was too early in the morning. Well, he had to tell her he was leaving today anyway, settle up with her. He lifted his hand and tentatively knocked on the door. "Who is it?" she said. Good. She was awake. "It's me," he answered. "Mr. Broome?" "Just a minute, Mr. Broome," the landlady answered. He waited while she came to the door. Somewhere in the building upstairs he heard a toilet flush. The door opened. "Good morning," he said. "Good morning, Mr. Broome," the landlady said. Doherty. That was her name. Agnes Doherty. He remembered now.